Hey, I'm Sophia with No Flood Florida, and this short video will teach you about an elevation certificate. An elevation certificate is required when constructing a building or buying a building that is located in a FEMA high-risk flood area. The purpose of an elevation certificate is to have a surveyor come out to your property and survey the elevations of the structure itself and the land around it. One of the purposes of doing this is to establish what your property's elevation is and compare it with the potential flood elevation for that area. The good news is, if your property's elevation is higher than the flood elevation, you can usually get out of paying for flood insurance. Or if you want to keep your flood insurance, you will get it for pretty cheap. The cost of an elevation certificate can range from a couple $100s to more than $500 depending on where you are and how complex your structure is. It typically takes a surveyor 1 to 2 weeks to come out and perform the survey. Then they will either email or mail you a signed and sealed document with the information you will need to present to the building department or your lender depending on what you ordered it for. To check if your elevation is above the flood elevation is simple. On the first page of the document, in section B, you will see a field called base flood elevation. This is how high FEMA expects floodwaters will get during a severe storm. On the second page of the document, section C, there's a field called lowest adjacent grade. That is the lowest elevation of the natural ground around your home. If your lowest adjacent grade is a larger number than the base flood elevation, that is a good sign. This means that your structure was built up and you will likely qualify to get your flood zone designation revised and thus drop your flood insurance requirement. If none of what I said made sense, just email it to us and we'll take a look at it and let you know. As always, the No Flood Florida team is happy to help. Just don't call us at 2 a.m.